next one is the 200 LT. Now, this guy is basically everything you need in a pedal. Just because of the light version, it doesn't have the volume or the balanced outputs, which we'll get into now with the 200. And obviously not the, did I say this already? But the volume or expression pedal. So, again, male-friendly instruction manual. I mean, how cool, how cool. So yeah, again with a QR code for the software. So I believe the 100 to have the ability to record, because that also had the software. So we're figuring it out as we go along, guys. Sweet. So yeah, I love the color code, like white on black. For us men, we have problems seeing things. So yeah, and then you got blue Nobichis, blue color coding for everything, and it tells you what is what easily. So it's very cool. You figure out what you want to do from just looking at this. So you can stick it on the wall. No excuse for you to not understand how your pedal works, because it's right there. Okay, so cool little thing. This one comes with USB-C cable, not USB-B, and 2 free plectrums. Lumo orange, highlighter orange. Sweet. Like, you'll never lose those, guys, let's be honest. Drop it on the floor and never to be seen again. Power supply, very small power supply, which is cool. It's not this big bulky design kind of thing anymore. So yeah, it takes up less space if you're using other pedals and all that kind of stuff. And some edibles when you get deliciously hungry. And yeah, again, made from metal. So if I take this guy out, doing things with one hand is not so easy. Kapachikala. Okay. Would you just, thank you. Not a very pleasant unboxing, I do apologize. Whoa, okay. Things are getting fierce now. Alright, so obviously he's got more features now. So your master volume, these guys are your twirly whirlies for your setting controls. Parameter, push button, phone volume, for phones, not phone as in cell phone, which is pretty damn cool, because now you don't have to worry about, so if you wanted to monitor with headphones, you can set your headphones louder than your master, or set your master lower and your headphones up. So it's very cool for monitoring. I reckon that's a fantastic design to put on a pedal like this. That's what gets me. It's like the small things, you know. So again, you've got your drums, you've got your save button, your global settings button, or the bottom with your back option. So if you go too far and you go like, oh crap, I don't want to go exit and then have to go through that again, you just go back. Very cool. And very simple separate featured buttons. So it's pretty cool. You got your pre, your wah, your distortion, your amp, your noise gate, cabinet, EQ, mod, delay, and reverb, all individually set apart from each other. So if you want to have that on, that on, that on, and then you can actually set it like that, which is quite nifty. And a very large display. I really like that, because it's on the floor, you know. I mean, you don't eat your carrots, your eyes aren't what they used to be. So having a nice large display like this really, really helps, because then you don't have to like worry about where you are. And then obviously plus and minus buttons for your patches, which is quite cool. And all color coded as well. If you see there, there's little plastic lights inside there, or LED lights with plastic rim. That's what I meant. So very cool. Control and tap. So if you want to change your delay or any other kind of version that needs tap, mostly just delay, you can do it with the tap. And then control is obviously for your extra control pedals at the back, which we'll get to now. And then at the back, which is very nicely set out, you've got MIDI in, out, and through. So these guys really think outside the box when you want to have more than one device connect to each other. MIDI is, if you don't know already, is a communicational system. So with MIDI in and out in these things, and then also through, it's really, really cool because you can have more than one device talk to each other without having to go out with the jacks, and then it's problem child. So very cool. These also come with balanced outputs. So although they're jacks, they're still balanced. So you use your stereo, hear me out here, stereo jacks, which are actually tip ring sleeve. So we call them stereo, but they're also balanced. So tip ring sleeve, you can use your tip ring sleeve cables, all right, for those nifty, gritty people. And then, as I said before, headphones and an aux in. Very cool. Now remember, the headphones has got separate monitors, so pretty nice feature. And then an effects send and return. Now you're all wondering, like, why would you need an effects send and return on a processor? Well, I mean, think about it. Isn't that really freaking cool? Because as opposed to having to go with your other distortion pedals and stuff that you want to have incorporated into the mix, you don't have to go from here to the distortion pedals or from distortion pedal to this. Just an abbreviated version. You don't have to do that. But if you do ever feel the need to incorporate other effects pedals into the system, you can. So it's got that option there as well. Then you got your standard input with the stereo balanced outputs. So I know it sounds crazy, but you got your left and your right, which are both individually balanced. So your left channel is balanced and your right channel is balanced. So you get better signal that way, which is quite cool. So it's not just mono unbalanced. Very cool. And then your expression foot switches. So as I said before, the control pedal, you can actually control extra features with this for, say, for instance, your built-in drums or loops or whatever you want. Very, 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 very cool. So it's not like it's got it built in, but you got the option for extension of all that kind of stuff. So in a nutshell, although it's the light version, it's not light, but it does come pretty much packed with features, which is quite cool. And with the control button, you hold it for the tuner, which has got a nice feature for, say, for instance, you left your floorboard tuner or your clip-on tuner at home. And it's all built in here for if you need it. So very, very cool, guys. Valeton really know what they're doing.